What you need to just back it up on the water.
Right, are we off?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Ready to go, Simon. You can lead us out. Here we go. A lot of dead air. I've only had one sip of beer. Decent second shot there. He's still with a kingpin.
Well, good evening everyone. Apologies I couldn't do an intro there, but we have started early due to all the teams being ready. Welcome to Lads Night Out, first home game of the season, playing the Nikkers. I've just gone, scored a 5. It wasn't ideal, but it wasn't bad. And now Dave for the Nikkers will take us on. A warm welcome if you're joining us live on Facebook on this experimental dual recording.
It's exciting. We're really pushing the envelope here.
It'll all fall down in tatters, or it'll be a triumph.
Have we got any LNO spies looking at the live feed? Do we know? Who can quickly message us about how pathetic it is?
Well, as we watch Dave
it's a good second ball.
take a nice second ball. The problem, of course, with my Facebook live feed is it's on my telephone, which is now the other end of the alley. Which, so any messages coming through, I can't see till after the event.
If it's on our group, I've got connectivity.
Well, you could.
We can stay abreast of matters.
You could log into the Wallingford Live Skittles Facebook page as Dave for Nikkers comes up.
What do you mean? People
ace.
complaining about quality of feeds?
Also, no, just generally banter. I just can't join in with it.
Okay.
So we'll run you through the team rosters while Tom sticking up for
Any
his
relation?
Congratulations, Tom. He's also made it through to the squad. He's now on the officially on the squad. Yet to have his first selection.
Has he been given a number? We should bring down his first cap.
Oh, now then, you won't have seen that on our camera angles. Possibly you will on the live feed. But there was a massive jump, either something on the alley or perhaps just a chunk out of the ball. Alan from Lads Night Out just going to check. Certainly some problem. It's a quick manual sweep of the ivy. Are there 3 live watchers, are there? Obviously nothing better to do on a Monday as Martin misses again. Didn't have a great time last week. Now then, better, but again, unfortunately the Kingpin didn't take any more, but as you know if you've watched any of our games, that happens quite a lot, so 4 for Martin. So, Lads Night Out, team in order is Simon, Martin, Alex, Tom, Morgan, Alan and Matt. The Nikkers are Dave, now Derek, then it'll be John, Oliver, Marcus, and another Derek, or possibly the same Derek, playing twice.
Nickers, of course, top of the table as we speak. So 18 points in the first 2 games. So
Didn't realise that Nickers was a top of the table.
sitting pretty. Yeah, I mean we've only played the 1 game, so at the moment it's hard to say.
Wild from Derek.
Very much the early front runners in the Winter League. So.
Held that. 5 scored. So, after 2 have thrown for both teams, 9 Lads Night Out, 11 pins to the Nikkers. A 2-pin advantage after 2 have thrown. Next up for the lads is Alex. He wisely pre-sanitised so that they would have time for the rather oleaginous
It can be tricky to
sanitizer here has
to
evaporated.
get the correct dosage, I think. It's very solid this season so far. So
Kingpin is fully available. It looks like he might have found it. Oh, squeaks past.
lucky mate.
What you can't see is the face he pulled, but it was one of disappointment, I think it's fair to say. So, Alex's 5 in a so far, I'd say, mediocre first half of the draw for Lads Not Out. Takes the team to 14. Only 3 pins behind are Nikkers. So John gets a solid first ball, and it'll be a healthy lead again. Oh!
Just as Martin achieved the magic, just the central Skittle shot. Pleasing to see. Disappointing from the.
Ah, now he's taken the back one out. What is this? Some sort of showboating?
What
What is this trick shot?
You can watch it live.
Now then. Oh, he's found the gap that he cleared earlier. So, me having assumed that they'd charge into a firm lead, unfortunately,
It's quite a generous shot.
after 3 have thrown for both teams in this first leg, it's Lads Not Out 14 pins to.
We're going to question the position there of central pin from your son.
We could do. I think it's bowler's privilege. So if the bowler,
Tom wants it really spotted, I guess he can.
he may ask,
put it.
he might alternatively like to play the advantage.
That's the old.
Power, precision, and yet somehow I think he'll be disappointed.
He didn't do a lot wrong there, so let's be honest.
There we go. Cleared out the back row.
In some ways, quite a cheeky 3 there. So it's kind of like Skittles give, and they take away in equal measure.
Yes. His teammates applaud that 7, which is the best score of the first leg from Lads Not Out thus far by a couple.
First leg. Over, isn't it, as we speak?
So that's given Oliver, who's up next for Nikkers, something to think about.
Don't recognise a name. I'm going to say he's a new name this season. You don't believe?
New blood.
I think so. Yeah, it's good to see. Isn't it good to see?
It's always good to
down
see.
the alley with our
A left-hander and a very acceptable.
Just don't know if he's playing a game. Needs to. Not au fait with everyone's team. Members of each team as yet. So yeah, I don't know if he's played any of the games thus far.
He's reaching for the balls with confidence.
Yeah,
as he said.
yeah.
That 6 will certainly help to stop the rot to a certain extent.
It's me.
So, after 4 have thrown from each, 19 for Nikkers, 21 to the lads who threw first. Now it's Alan, the former captain. Do you want the shiny one? That's a lovely second ball. Made a great noise. Now then. Oh yes. Again, another 7. The last 3 for Lads Not Out, certainly the first 2 of them showing great form there with a pair of 7s. That takes the lads up to 28. Nikkers with Marcus are chasing. They're on 19. Marcus really needs a big score. Almost everyone else moans about the show, so maybe they've taken it out. But they say to Tom, put all the balls in. It's not in the box.
Maybe. So yeah, if it's not there, it's not there, I guess. Interesting.
I should go and ask him. Back shortly,
it is 28 to Lads Night Out, 25 to the Nikkers, with just the anchor leg to come. Matt has once again put himself in at number 6. Pressure position. He's relishing it. Or is it? Let's see.
Yes. Had a word. The sticker upper said the last ball was in the box, but it was disgusting, oily, and slightly furry. I think because it's probably caught some dust. I said, well, put it down, and it's the bowler's choice. Now Marcus scored a 6 there.
Yeah, I've just done the totals there. I know where we are for leg 6. Just wondering how much it's going to be with Matt Anchor again. He's done it again to himself.
He's wearing his the old favourite fern print shirt.
It's a classic shirt for Skittles. Oh, God, it feels unlucky there, man. Last drop was bad, you know.
So Matt there brings the first leg to a close for Lads Night Out with a score of 32. And now Derek 2.
33, isn't it? It's 33. Oh, is it? 18, 13.
Strong, powerful first delivery.
19 plus 14 is 33.
Equally aggressive second. Now, a bit of an unfortunate split, but he needs the 9, but it's going to be tricky. It's changed to the rejected ball. Well, it's a good 7 scored from some strong, powerful play, but unfortunately not enough. Derek there, Derek 2 taking the top score for Nikkers, but unfortunately it's not enough. Lads Not Out take the first leg, 33 pins to 32, and lead the match 2 points to 0. Points on the ball. Second leg underway. Nikkers with the honour. Dave coming off a solid 6 with his first leg. Now then, this looks accurate. He's not particularly happy as he's pile drived it down the middle. Didn't take anything extra as there was too straight an angle. Still, what can he do working on these 2 wings? Yeah, it's always the risk.
As much as you can do with a split like that, isn't it?
Always the risk that you'll leave one standing. The angle is not.
I mean, if you can pull 6 or 7 out of after that central 3 have cleared out, you're always happy.
He'll take a 1. I mean, again, solid 6 from Dave, but he was cross with that first delivery.
Just how it dropped so straight.
He hit too straight, yeah. I mean, I'd take that every day.
The 3 out the middle, it's such a horror show.
Well, it's good to get 3 on the board, though, isn't it, with your first? I mean, I'll take that. Right, speaking of which.
Well, here we are, Simon at the alley again. Wayward, I'd describe that as. Wayward's going to be disappointed. Adjustment required. Found the other gap. Yeah. He's left himself with a mountain to climb here. And the LNO, even in his first. He's found that third gap. Oh, just sneaked 2. It was nearly a 0. It was close to a 0. Take the 2 and walk away.
Oh dear. Well, having I cursed myself, I think, then talking about taking a 3.
Gotta say that, yeah. A little bit all over the place, Simon, would you say that? Feel happy with that?
Is that too loud music? I just wondered where it's coming from.
Yes, well, I made the mistake of taking the oily ball first. It's in previous games, it's done me well. Not tonight.
Not
It's-
tonight. It shunned you.
So I've given away 4 points to the opposition.
A lot of power there.
Derek One, having not taken advantage with his first throw, has now smashed it.
A little bit reminiscent of some of our slightly roundhouse delivery.
A little bit like Titchener Senior.
Yeah, perhaps so.
They've got a similar follow through.
It's always it's hard to control, but a positive connection yields results, isn't it? Typically,
It does.
That's what you find.
So after 2 have thrown in this second leg for the Nikkers, they're on 10 pins, courtesy of Dave's 6 and Derek's 5. Lads Not Out, courtesy of myself, are on only 2, which means that Martin needs an 8.
Going at
The
2, a
parity.
rare position for Martin here, but he's had a bit of a funny start to this season, hasn't he?
As a former mentor of ours would say, 3 per ball is all you need.
Yes, indeed.
Now then,
He's going to be disappointed with the straightness.
however, I think we'll take a straight kingpin because otherwise he's. Now then.
It's a whisker away, Mark.
But a good improvement on his first leg 4 to come up with a 6. He's closed the deficit now to 2 pins. So after 2 have thrown for both teams, Lads Not Out 8. The Nikkers 11. John now. John scored a 2 in his first leg.
Ferrymans, please do pay the ferryman.
It's a good first ball.
It's a good first ball.
4 with the 4 with 1, always pleasing.
Quite often a little kick from John.
Now
Nice
then.
delivery.
Yes.
Likes to shift around at the top of the air.
He's got
Not
the
that
last
one
one.
there, John. Anyway, we'll slow-mo that one for you in
All,
a replay.
all ready for the spare for you. Zoom in. Now then, it's going to take an 8. Excellent. The Nikkers obviously feeling like
riled
they
them
need,
with that first leg.
they need to make amends and then some for the performance.
Any good team responds, don't they, Scammon? That's right.
Yeah, that's true. Well, now then, any good player as well, Alex. Now, as you mentioned last time, he's been very consistent. We need him to be more consistent now. a 9 for parity. He's stripped his outer layer off. He's obviously warmed himself up now. The lovely.
Is it? A 9 will merely get us 2 away, Simon. Point that out.
Oh, 19. Oh my goodness.
The total's quite small, Matt, doesn't he? As we get older, it
It
can
looked
be
like
harder.
a 17 from here.
Might be very focused on his iPad. Oh, look at that.
Well then. 6 goes. He's keeping 8. Alex.
Lovely, you've pulled 3 there. That will be worth watching on the replay, I think.
Alex pulls the Lads Not Out to only 3 behind after 3 have thrown for both
All he
teams.
did was equalise what John provided.
19 for the Nikkers, 16 for the Lads. Now then, Oliver.
Again, rattling through today as well. So it's time just touched it there. Lovely stuff. All bits.
Lined up nicely for the left-hander as well. Oh, now that just stuck in the hand there. Stuck in the hand. Could be sanitizer. We've had that a few times. He's going to go for the same shot again, quite wisely. Now that he's pulled it. That's unfortunate.
It's difficult, I know, as a fellow Southpaw, abandoning the radio assignment and pushing yourself out there into the wild unknown to the right-hand side of the alley, I think can be. It's a tough adjust,
Especially on a cold winter's evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, is he suitably clad? You know, as a new player, it's hard to say. I mean, I'm sticking with the woolen so
Well,
far this
I
season.
noticed.
I'm not
yeah,
sure
no,
about it.
most of the lads team have removed their outerwear. I mean, that's a
I've
mine.
kept mine on.
Alex,
Let's just pull the sleeves up for delivery. So look at that. Classic shaping.
I always worry about your knitwear just maybe not giving you enough room in the shoulder for a follow.
Previously, I've always been a disrover. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mr. Big Hands.
Right.
Great.
What on earth went on there?
Well, he's not going to get it.
It bounced off the gutter guard and then came back and took it.
Superb, superb. I almost feel rude for us talking about knitwear over that lovely.
Yeah, I mean,
lovely score.
does that suggest to us all we should be down to our shirt sleeves, t-shirt sleeves?
I do think as you get slightly older, I do think there is something to be said about going for comfort over style. So with that score and Oliver's disappointing 4, it means that after 4 have thrown for both teams, the lads have a 1-pin lead, 24 to 23. Marcus now.
It should probably be pointed out, this is Tom's first game of the season, isn't it? And indeed, it's his first official fixture since way back.
Did Tom not play last time out?
No, he came down for a throw around, didn't he, last week, because we had a postponement. So this is his first game since official game since who knows when, February, March 20.
Marcus now.
It's as if he never went away.
Needs to play the angle of his kingpin. Done it. That's about as well as you could have expected from that. And again, that's his second 6. Solid performance. 29 pins now. After 4 for the Nikkers, lads night out at 24 with Alan at number 4 to throw. So he'd be looking for a 6 to take the lead back. 2 with the first one, a little bit loose for Alan. Normally he swings it much further into the centre of the alley like that. That's better. There's the 6, and now then, not the perfect angle for a clearance, but took the last one. Again, 2 7s on the trot for Alan. After 5 have thrown for both, that's not out still have that lead that they gained thanks to Alex. 31 pins to 29 for the Nikkers. Now, Derek 2, excellent 7 last time out. Very powerful deliverer of a ball. He needs to bring out everything, and he does.
It's exact opposite Dorian.
Very wide angle on the alley that first one. Now he's left the chevron formation. Still possible. Unfortunate.
That's the next innovation we need, so isn't it? Right big now.
As Tom just said there for lads night out, we need to get some sort of speed camera to do some comparative delivery speeds. That might have to open a Patreon for that and crowdfund it. Now Skipper Matt coming from a 5 in his first leg, which is a little light score for him, but started very well with this second leg.
So for 5-4 left here. The leg's there for us now. He needs to hit that dead straight one, which is so hard to do.
Oh, he's taken a minute out.
That's enough.
That's enough. 6 takes the lads up to 37 pins. It's the Nikkers 34. Another win, another 2 points. So after 2 legs. After 2 legs, it's 4 points to 0, lads. And now it's leg 3, the beer leg, and I believe it's me to throw, isn't it, Alan?
Yes. You've got to lead us out, Simon, if you could.
I'll try and do better than last time. No promises.
Yeah, I mean, averages wise, you're looking like you're climbing a bit of a mountain for a beer here, but you know. Every leg's like a brand new dawn. Isn't it? Yeah. There we are. First of all, looking good. Oh, he's been incredibly unfortunate. It's only take 2 weeks. Just have 2. Let's see if he can. It's looking good though. It's a great start. There we are. It's a lovely second ball. Lovely second week. Is he? He's considering abandoning the radiator, but no, he sticks with it. It's his preferred position. Looking good. There's one there. There's one there. It's a 7.
Well,
Happy with that in the end?
I'm always happy to get a 7.
I mean, for me, the 3 there were just more on the money. Kind of were putting it where the intention and aim.
I mean, just talking about gamesmanship, obviously Dave here, very solid with his 2 6s, whereas previously I just got a 5 and a 2, but he hasn't got a 7 yet, so he's got to, he's got to pull out. Now that he's pulled that to the left, but unusual and to take the 2. Shifted his stance to the other side of the alley. Now then, bang on.
Second 3. Now he's left himself a chance here, as we said there. There's a 7, there's an 8 here. I guess there's a 9.
He's got to go right. He's
the
got
right
to go
shot.
right. He's pulled it. He's pulled it. Oh, he has.
Quality Skittles there. Nice to see. Well worth it.
I better go and buy him a half. Have you explained the beer leg rules to everyone?
I mean, I think we know. Do we need it for the live feed, perhaps?
We're getting new viewers
Every week. Every week. Well, yeah. Here we are. Leg 3, always the beer leg. Just a straight head-to-head between each player, and the lower scorer will typically buy a half for their opponent. So Dave may be on the softs here, so Simon's got away with a cheap one. Yeah, draws roll over into the next leg, and then yeah, that's it really. Here goes Martin. Great first shot. Oh, he's been unlucky there. We've had some unlucky king pin hitting here, haven't we? That's what we said. Took 3 with it though, so it's not all bad. It's looking found the gap. Let's see where he goes here. He's got 3. It's a solid 6. 6 in a beer leg, you're always happy, I'd say. Yeah, first shot, nothing wrong with it, Mark. Deserved more than 3, I think, really, didn't it? For me. So, 6 target, I think you're always happy with in a beer leg.
Yeah, I mean, they are.
There we go. Derek, he's at 2-5 so far, so. Very strong. He's at 5 again, viewers. With 2 balls to play, he's put himself very much in the box seat of this beer leg now. His adjustment there, and he's over-adjusted, and he's pulled that. Still need a pin for parity to roll it over. 2 pins, and he's pulled it the other side. He's hit another 5. He's going to be disappointed, I think, now. In terms of the leg score, we're looking at Lads Night Out 13, Nikkers 14 at this point in the beer leg, so slight advantage for the Nikkers.
Sorry about that today. They're just chatting with our lovely bar staff here about a range of products called Cactus Jacks.
It's gone. It won't go for you, mate. Cactus Jacks.
A range of distilled and fermented alcohol. It's bizarre. Anyway, what have I missed? What I've missed is Martin winning his beer leg 6-5 against Derek. Alex has just set a target of 6 for John.
The one at the back there didn't fall. Tom should just dance.
John coming off
Just tell Tom,
excellent 8.
line up that one that wobbled around all over the place as well.
The showboat trick shot, the centre pin. Now then, John changing his position on the alley, more central, but he's pulled that left. Just squeaked out. Now then,
He's left himself with some work to do.
there is some work to do. He needs a 7 to win his beer leg. He's currently on 2. Big.
5 for parity.
Now then. Oh, just nicked a 1 on each one. A lovely job.
Lovely job.
So, after 3 have thrown for both teams in leg 3, Lads Night Out 19, Nikkers 17. So only 2 pins in it. And we've seen how lads have turned around 2-pin leads. Nikkers will be looking to now do the same as we come up to the second half of the draw with Tom for Lads Night Out.
About Thomas.
Wow.
It feels like he's really...
That had everything.
Wrong, has he?
That had everything. That had pace, a little bit of spin, beautiful swerve down the alley. He's all right. He's all right. He's taken that one. He's disappointed, but you know,
It's always sad, isn't it, when he...
interestingly, he's staying left here. He's going to try the knock on. He's got it. We doubted him, but he didn't doubt himself, did he? That's the second clearance of the evening.
Lovely patterning there, 7, 8, 9. Just to keep going up by 1, Tom.
The only way is up. So that puts Lads Night Out on 28 after 4 have thrown for them. After 3 for Nikkers, they're on 17. Oliver now.
Yeah, it always is.
Coming from a 6 and a 4. Just the 1. Didn't take anything out. He's disappointed. I think everyone else thought he deserved to take 1 or 2 more with it. The left-hander, he's pulled that over to the right-hand side. Yeah, a little bit of rushing. I don't know whether he's lost a bit of confidence or... That's better. And it just rolled away. Both of us thought that was looking very good until about 2/3 down the alley. And it just rolled a couple of mil away. He's only scored 1. That's really disappointing for the young man. It means that Lads Night Out must be feeling confident now at bringing the beer leg 3 home. Alan now coming off 2 7s. Clears the back out with 3 for his first ball. Just found the gap. Then he'll be thinking about his personal averages again. Oh, and he's pulled it. Oh, he's managed to knock the ball right out of the end.
Away from that quickly. He seemed to jump on the alley again in a weird way.
It's not a camera. It's all right. It did leak. I think one of the balls has a knot in it or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was terrible.
So only 3 for Alan. You'll be disappointed, but the lads have a fairly unassailable lead as Marcus tries to do something about it. He's coming off 2 6s in his first 2 legs. That's better. Oh, just knocked itself too straight to take anything else out on the way through.
Plenty to aim at.
He has, but they're not well laid out. Oh, what a crate! That's a super finish. Great third ball for a strong 8 from Marcus against the way things were looking. It has to be said. So, after 5 have thrown for both teams, Nikkers trailing 26 pins to the lads 31. Now, not wishing to jinx anything, but Matt just needs to have a reasonable score. 5 or above should see it very safe. Let's see what he can do. Smacked the king, but only took itself and one other away. The angle was just off. That's a lovely second ball recovery shot. He's not going to be able to get a clearance, but there's a sniff of an 8 here. Staying left. Oh. Always tricky for the right-handers there when you're crushed against the radiator. But finishes on 7. 5, 6, 7 is totals to date. Takes Lads Night Out to 38, their score for leg 3. Nikkers are 26. They need a 13 spare for the win. It has to be said, it's not at all impossible, but it's rare. But Derek has been throwing some powerful deliveries. If he can just connect 2 really strong ones, he's got a chance to get into spare territory. There's one of them. There's one of them. Now then, this is a real pressure shot for him. He's got to grab this one. Has he got it? Yes, he has. Game on. That's 9. He needs 13. 13. So, here's his third delivery. He needs 3 to draw this leg. 4 or more will win. What can he do?
So far, it's been a lovely leg for him.
Oh! It's so unfortunate just to take the 2 there. Bearing in mind that superb delivery 1, if only you could have repeated that. But what a great performance by Marcus and Derek, actually, the number 5 and number 6 for Nikkers, to bring it to, again they've lost unfortunately, but only by 1. So after 3 legs, Lads Night Out is currently on target for a whitewash. 3 legs won, that's 6 points.
It's early days, we've just won 3 legs. But all we've done is managed to win the game.
Leg 4.
And 2 of them,
Nikkers. Dave. Now that's the sort of straight, slightly straight, but not completely straight delivery he was looking for the last time when he got a bit cross.
It's still a little tricky teaser.
It is if you find the gaps. It is if you find the gaps.
Current leg score. Hayes wants an update.
4. Tell him to go to Facebook Live.
It's on Facebook. Yeah. Well, Hayes, I don't think he can play this, right?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Rob.
No, Rob, no.
Who's doing the schools on that side?
Oh, yeah, good point. How many did you watch? 4? Is that 4? John, was that 4?
felt quite good.
High scores brings it out. Everyone's having to bring a bit of it to the area. It's amazing.
Well, that was pleasing, dear viewer. That was very pleasing.
Young Tom Newton's working hard tonight, isn't he? He's earning his corn.
It's a tough gig, this sticker-upper. We always say to them,
decent scores flying around.
you've got to be fast, but you've got to be accurate as well. And when people start banging in 9s and 8s, it's a lot of work. Still, keeps him fit. Now then. Derek. Derek, always very accurate with that kingpin. I mean, it is so far.
It's exactly the same split as he had last leg. There's a bit of hooking.
And he's done it again. Yeah, he does. But yet that first ball is always spot on. Must be something about the open. Has he got it again? No, he hasn't done it again. Well, that's so unusual. So, first leg, Dave for Nikkers 4, myself with a 9, which I'm very pleased about. Derek, second leg 5, which means that Nikkers are on 9 after 2, so Martin is now, everything that Martin scores is our lead. So far, nothing. Just the 2. Kingpin is still available. Come on, Martin. Now then, he's going to stay on the radiator side of the alley, the left-hander. Looking for that kingpin. He's pulled it. He's taken 2 out there. 4 scored. He's got a very palindromic score of 4, 6, 6, 4 so far. So I think perhaps the Nikkers let away with it a little bit. 9 plays 13. Right, John for the Nikkers. He's just found the gap to the left of the kingpin. Now he's not going to make that mistake again. He's moved to the right in the alley. That's better. That's better. Lovely 6 with that second ball. Now he's left that. He's left with the pin behind the kingpin though, so it's tricky. Oh, unlucky! That just rattled the pin to the left or to your right if you watch his face. No, thank you. I'm all right today. Welcome, Mr. Grace. So 7 for John. Alex takes 3 with his first ball. Now then, oh! If the Skittles were perfectly cylindrical, he would have hit that one, but that wicked curve to them means there is a gap. 6 scored for Alex. Another 6. So, after 3 have thrown in leg 4 for both teams, it's Nikkers 16, Lads Not Out 19. Oliver now coming from that disappointing 1 in his last leg. Not the start he would have wanted. That's better. Yeah, no, only 2. It almost seems like he might be rushing it a little bit. Pulled that for a 1. So 3. He had a good start, and unfortunately it's all gone a little bit pear-shaped.
Hey? Yeah.
So that now, after 4 have thrown for Nikkers, brings them up to 19.
Hey?
After 3 have thrown for Lads Night Out, also on 19. So Tom can fill his boots now. Whatever Tom scores will be the lead. But as he's coming off a 9 from his last one, who knows where this could end up. Great kingpin hit for a 6. Oh! Lovely little bit of spin, almost perhaps too much. Or then again, not enough. I don't know. I'm not a spinner of the Skittle ball myself. Tom is. There he goes. Double 9. 9 pins is the lead after 4 have thrown. Well, Marcus having a great evening so far. 2 6s and an 8. Not the start he would have wanted to his 4th leg. Right, takes his time. Lovely kingpin strike. Really unlucky not to take that middle pin. It rattled but didn't fall. Now he's should be able to take a few more here. Unfortunate. This is actually the lowest score of the evening at 5, and definitely deserve more with the quality of that delivery. So Alan for Lads Night Out goes into his 4th leg knowing that the team already have a 4-pin lead. So even if he misses with all of them, Lads Night Out will still go into the last leg with a lead. But we're not expecting that. Alan, very disappointed with the 3 in his beer leg, will be wanting to make amends. And does so with that first strike. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed he didn't get perhaps 1 more, but 4 per ball is certainly not to be sniffed at. Changes his position on the alley now for second go. Plum in the middle, didn't take anything else with it. Now then, a bit of a quandary for the left-hander. He's going to go left to right as we look at it. Oh, just fine cut on that Skittle. Whiffed it over, but didn't take anything else. But he'll be comforted with that 6 after the 3. So, after 5 have thrown now for both teams, it's Nikkers 24, Lads Night Out 34, 10 ahead. Now, Derek with his superb 11 in the last leg needs to pull out something even better, I think, here. That's not looking like he's going to be able to pull off the miracle. Found the same gap. He's going to go for the same shot again, just trying to hit that kingpin and smash it. No, he got it this time, but didn't take much down. 4 scored. It's an up and down scorecard for Derek. A 7, a 5, an 11 and a 4. Puts him on 27 and also puts his team on 27. Basically the lads have taken leg 4 now. Matt doesn't need to throw. 27 to 34. But he'd love the 8, making his scorecard 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 3 with the first ball. Kingpin still available. Good angles for the right-hander. There's a clearance on here. The angle's very doable, but must be an accurate ball. Oh, big groans and applause for the teammates there. A definitive victory in leg 4 for the lads, 41 pins to 27. And now it's up to me to lead us out for the last legs.
It's really turned it around. Once he hit the beer leg, it's been all changed, Simon. There we are. There we are. Skips back. 32.
Imagine what I could have done without the 2. I'll take the double 9. First time I've ever scored consecutive 9s, I believe.
I don't hold all the individual leg scores any longer. At one point I was recording all those, but my life became too short. So I approached my half century. I think I can't be doing it.
So, 32 for me. Dave now, not a million miles away. He was on 25 before this leg to beat your opponent. Oh, the gap again. So many people have fallen foul of that gap to the left of the kingpin.
Yeah.
Last ball.
I think he's
Squeak the other side.
might ripple off there. Finish with the 3.
I think you're always disappointed finishing with a 3. Takes his total to 28. A lovely score, 28. In normal times, you'd take a 28. I would.
Any of us have. Any of us have. Oh.
So, Martin. The palindromic legs so far, 4, 6, 6, 4.
It's going to be very hard.
20. Beast. Solid start. 3 per ball. Yeah! Oh! That was so close to knocking down the ball.
It's a lovely second ball there.
Beautiful second ball. Can he finish it off in the way? Yes, he can! Wow, look at that. That could this be?
It's just standing. It's just standing out.
Let it all evaporate. Lads not out on fire in this last league. 2 9. The poor sticker upper has got a raging sweat with all these Skittles that have gone down. So, Derek 1, the Nikkers. Mr. Consistency this evening. 5, 5, 5 and 5. What can he do in this last leg? Not his customary kingpin hit. But he's still taken 4 with that one. So surely we must see more than 5 tonight. Yes. It's all right. No. I was applauding the fact you got more than 5. pulled his last, but he did break his run of fives, which I'm slightly disappointed about. I'd have loved him to do a five.
I mean, I'm going to say I don't know if we've played a team before with double Derek.
Double Derek, I don't think we have played double Dereks.
It's a rarity.
Although last week we did play double Sandra B's, so that's one was Sandra BA and one was Sandra BE.
It's exciting.
But we've not had double Derek. Now then, Alex, under a lot of pressure from his teammates to come up with a 9, just to keep the run going. It's going to be tricky now.
Oh, but mine didn't hit many with ball 1.
That's
I'd like
true.
to point that out.
Actually, ball 2 is a big ball. Now then,
All the balls at the same time, don't
show off.
He did say 991, didn't he, before he addressed the alley? I mean, I don't know why he said 991, but he definitely
That's
said
better. Hey, got a bonus one there. 4 scores.
He's in the fine zone.
A fine score. He still scored 29 though with a 4. It's almost as impressive as a 32 with a 2. So, lads not out. An extremely commanding lead now after 3.
Brett, on the chats, the Skittles nonsense chat, suggested that Tom needs a haircut. I think he doesn't. I don't know if he's talking about Tom Morgan or Tom Newton. I'm going to guess maybe your son. I don't know. Tom looks like, yeah. I mean, he's been running up the alley that fast. His hair's looking a little bit unruly. Oh, lovely stuff, John.
I've been telling Tom to get a haircut for a year and a half, but then when you're 15, you don't listen to these things.
But when you're 15, a year and a half is basically the distance between the last 2 ice ages. So.
Well, yeah, I know, but what with COVID, it's been weird. Oh. John takes a lovely bow there. Finishes with a double 7. 27.
Still work to do here. 22.
So,
I'm fine.
So after 3 have thrown for both teams, Nikkers 16, lads night out 22, I believe.
There you go, Tom. Approach the alley.
No, Tom, a run of 2 9s. Could he possibly hit the hat-trick spare?
What we want to look at in the first instance is, we know that their high score this season, Simon, currently sits 39 for Brian Archer. I mean, we're early in the season, let's be honest.
Now then, the 9's on here, not now. Not now, sadly. The best he can expect is a 7, I think.
I mean, the 7 would be lovely. Let's see, it's a tough 7. He's hit the 6. 39. 39. I'm going to call it a 39.
39, what a superb score, Tom. 7, 8, 9, 9, 6.
Season there, so happy.
Wow. Oliver, for the Nikkers, disappointed. 6-4-1-3. He'll be looking for a big finish. Just taken the rear skittle, yeah. That's better. Oh, we all called that as looking good, and it just rolled away down that cap. Come on, Oliver. He's taken a couple too. He's finished on 3 again. I don't think that reflected his true potential there. We saw that with his initial 6. We all have those off evenings. Goodness knows I've had enough of those myself. Now Alan for the lads. Left-hander, still wearing the knitwear. He's refused to take it off, unlike all the rest of his team. Oh, superb. Lovely. Yeah. 6. Now then, the angle's quite tight here. What can he do? Oh, yeah. It's about the best you could do with that angle. Can he finish it off with a lovely 9? I think he can. Oh, yes, he can. Once again, making the sticker up earn his money.
I know where that one is, Simon.
The third 9 Turn 9 of the leg for the lads now. What a great fifth leg they're having. 37 and still Matt to throw.
I need to get myself up into the old somewhere amongst the top scores, Simon. This is a challenging thing tonight.
The Nikkers on 19, Marcus looking to try and salvage some sort of,
They need a spare.
I don't know, decency or.
Well, I mean, I think, in all fairness, they play. It's not, they've had a pretty good game. We've just been a little bit better in a couple of legs, and we've kind of motored out at the end here, haven't we? So it's good stuff there.
There we go. That's better.
32.
Top scorer for Nikkers is Marcus there. Lovely 32, well played. So after 5 have thrown for both teams, 26 for the Nikkers, 37 for Lads Night Out, 11 in advantage. Matt to throw first.
I've got to say,
I mean,
good for us.
I think it is. Really, it is looking good. But Matt would like, for his own personal glory, to finish with a big score.
Two over there. He literally brushed them over. Very unusual.
Now then, he's gone back to the rad. There we go. Now, 9's tricky. It has to be said from this lie. But I think a 7. I think there's a 7.
Which takes us into the highest leg of the season.
There's a 7 on there. He's got a 6. 31. 43.
It's the highest leg of the season so far. I mean, what day is it today? Oh, it's Monday, isn't it? Yes, there's been no other games this week. So.
Yes, there are.
No, but none as yet. I can say without fear of contradiction, it's the highest leg of the season thus far.
Derek. Aggression.
One of those where you just get all them straight down the middle band.
Which is unusual from the wide angle he takes on his delivery. Now he's got to go rad side, surely. Yes. But look, he's brushing the rad. He lugs a wide delivery. Oh, found the gap. Just a 5 to finish.
I'll do the big ad up now.
32 scored from Derek's great score, but unfortunately that's it. 31 pins to 43. Lads Night Out, take the whitewash. 10 to 0. And while we ponder those final scores, sort it out and line up for the customary handshakes, if you've been joining us live on Facebook, thank you very much. I assume the stream works. Who knows? Won't be able to know until we find out. And if you're watching us on the Facebook, on the YouTube as live replay, then I hope you enjoyed another game of Skittles. And as we go to shake hands with the Nikkers, I'll leave you with the ambience of the club.